Hey Libra, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for January 21st, 2025. This is for Libra. Last shuffle coming out for Libra. Let's see what's going on. So, Libra, what we have is milestone and new beginnings. There's something here about you finally being comfortable, feeling as though you may need to take a step back right now from a person that you've been working with, trying to help, following. Maybe they've been trying to help you to improve in some way. There's something about you finally feeling better, like your body may feel strengthened, you may feel more empowered. You may have gotten back to your roots. If you have not, it's time for you to get back to who you truly are, right? Because the milestone is that you might start to feel, well, I'm going to put that up here because that does not belong here. Um, yeah, it was not supposed to be there. So what I will say is this, is that there's something about a knowing that a balance has to be achieved on your own terms. Someone else may be trying to help you, push you forward, assist you in some way to try to get you to um, help you balance yourself in some way. There's something about they can only take you so far, but the rest is up to you. It may be time for you to step back from a person and to get back to who you truly are. Okay, who you truly are, your roots may be rooted deeply in the fourth house in your chart, wherever that is. And they're also speaking of mm, discovering, there's something about discovering your beauty. All right, and to realize that although you may not be where another person is, slow progress still progress, and that you are really truly doing the best you can. That's all that we can ask for in this day and time, period, point blank, is to do the best that you can regardless. That's all we can ask for. If you do your best with what you've got, not the best in the world, right? Oh, you're not smashing everything like a certain person, but you are doing your very best in the moments and with what you have. That is all that you could ever do. Spirit carries the rest, carries you the rest of the way with that, right? They're showing that you can overcome any obstacles and that you need to focus more on you. You need to, for one, if you are going through some kind of course, say so your friends are helping you, friends are supporting you in your endeavors, it's important that you still are implementing your own way into everything. Maybe for them it feels good, or it helps them to improve by doing certain things. May help you to some degree, but they want you to put your own spin on something. They're showing you leveling up, but the level up is not going to be due to your friends. They may help you, but at the same time, um, you're going to level up in ways. Well, it seems like first things first, leveling up would require you going through some stage of grief or some stage of sadness, or maybe overcoming your own self. Like, you know what I mean? You have to fight yourself, or you have to face yourself. You have to face some things about yourself that you may feel as an obstacle or a flaw. You may feel like there's some things that you're neglecting about yourself. So some of the things that your friends may be encouraging you to do may be something that takes you away from the grassroots of who you truly are. Okay, and that's one thing that they're saying, that some of the changes that you're going through, some of the things that you're going through may feel at first not so good, right? Not so positive, especially as we're facing ourselves, right? And I hope this makes sense, but they're telling you that what you're going through is preparing you for to handle the greater things in life, for the highest good. The why that you may be searching for is within all the sad things, or the things that you may be attempting to avoid. Okay, things that you may say, I don't want to focus on that, I don't want to pay attention to that. um, they're wanting you to push through that. There's something, there's a reward or something on the other side that you need to embrace. You're going to be more comfortable in your own skin than you probably have ever been in your entire life. According to this, the new beginnings with Queen of Pentacles and Five of Cups would speak a lot to being unsatisfied with how stable you are. Stability would entail um, being comfortable expressing oneself, being comfortable sharing your life with another person, opening up to other people, being generous with your spirit in this energy, the new beginnings. It's like it's sad because I'm not really where I want to be. I'm not really as stable as I would like to be as a person. There's some things that you may feel that you're missing in life. And so it's very important to go through those feelings, allow yourself to go through those stages. Optimism with death and strength would tell me that it may be very difficult for you to exude a lot of optimism or to continue to keep your mind on the prize. And it would only be difficult because things are changing in a big way. You may be experiencing a lot of endings and beginnings, a lot of endings for new beginnings. Okay, and these may be things that you find that you don't, like things that you don't want to end. It could be relationships. It could actually be someone has passed, and it's like this is difficult to go through. Someone may be needing to go through the stages of grief and not try to distract themselves from going through it. Okay, being optimistic that you can still push through it, and on the other side, you're a different person. Life is different, but it's also better, right? I venture to say so. There were a lot of, I know I went through a very difficult death, I don't know, 4 years ago. And I'm only saying this because some of these same cards came out for me. I kind of remember this because of how I was trying to navigate through it, and then also um, to try to understand it from a spiritual end. And at first, it was probably the saddest thing I ever went through. I was really sad because this person was very supportive, very thoughtful, of one of those types of people that was automatically. It's like she just got it. She just understood life. She just understood what life really meant, what family really meant. Okay, she passed, and it actually was later on somewhat of a relief, simply because how unwell she was. It was it was almost better that way because she would have needed round the clock care. She had like a stroke, and I didn't really see it that way at first until later on. I'm like, you know what, it might have been a better thing because now we are able to celebrate her life, but at the same time, all of us are not encumbered by. Not that we would have minded. This would have been something we would have done gladly as a labor of love. But when you look at it later on, it's like, well, actually, it opened the doors for all of us to be able to be open to do other things with our lives, and good things came out of that. Very good things came out of that. So either way, I'm just throwing that out there. And although it's sad to say that, it feels out of coming from my lips right now, it just feels wrong, but it feels right at the same time. It's like now that I look back, I'm like, well, you know what? All of it happened for our greatest good. Someone like that on the other side, as an ancestor, as a support, is probably the best thing that we could have ever. Like, we should all be grateful for that sacrifice. All of us should be grateful for it, in our family. So, and whoever else she was meant or slated to watch over. Great achievement with 10 of Wands and Chariot would tell me that something has happened, and it seems as though whatever it was, it may have been that now there's extra work to be done. 10 of Wands usually is an extra responsibility. Sometimes it could be viewed or misconstrued as a burden. Others of you would be experiencing a lot of like an influx of work, maybe even to accomplishing a great deal of something, but still feeling trapped. Achieving, and the milestone would be in this is that I've freed myself from something that I didn't realize I was under, or something was accomplished, something was done, and now I'm freer than I was. That maybe this is almost like at first glance it didn't seem like it would be so difficult, but the great achievement now is that I have figured out a way to solve my problems in such a way where I'm freeing myself that I didn't see before. Although the 10 of Wands with the Chariot would be that I'm still making progress, even though I'm very much encumbered with a lot of extra responsibilities. They're saying to you that what's very important to say and to think is that slow progress is still progress. I am doing the best I can here. And they're showing that you really are. They want you to be very encouraged, especially if you see the angel number 555. That be encouraged that although through changes, although because usually that's a number of change, it signifies a lot of change. Spirit is trying to encourage you to keep pushing because you're leveling up. Life is going to become so much easier, get so much better. You're going to get a lot of rest. You're going to be strengthened physically. You're also going to be strengthened mentally and emotionally, spiritually as well. Okay, be optimistic through all these changes, right? Because it seems like you're going to be solid on the other end of things. And they're highlighting the fourth house and Venus placements to encourage you to see where um, to see to some degree how your path is being redirected, especially as it pertains to the relationships that you're in. That justice comes in different forms, that it doesn't just come in one way. And some of the ways that it comes are but most of the time, the ways that is most significant are the ones that we don't see. And so there's something about justice being exacted in the fourth house, wherever those placements are for you, and where Venus is. You're going to overcome any obstacle. I don't know if rhinoceroses are important to you, the color or the metal bronze is important to you, but either way, that's what's coming out. You could be dealing with another Libra. We have Scorpio, Leo, Cancer, Gemini. Well, they're all in a row. Um, you could also be dealing with another Aquarius or Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, right? So you could be a Virgo Libra cusp or a Libra Scorpio cusp. You could also be dealing with a Capricorn Aquarius cusp, or we have Gemini Cancer, Taurus Gemini, or Cancer Leo cusp, Leo Virgo. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.